If you've ever found yourself frustrated that your friends seem to be ahead in life while you're stuck in a loop of laziness, here's some good news. You don't have to transform into a workaholic to outcompete them. You can win by working smarter, not harder. This is the lazy person's guide to crushing the competition, and it works. Start with your strengths. The first step is to embrace what comes naturally to you. Most people waste energy trying to be good at things they're not suited for, but that's a losing game. Instead, focus on your strengths. Are you great at problem solving? Good with numbers? A creative thinker? Lean into those talents. Think about this. If you're naturally curious, use that to out-research everyone else. If you're stubborn, channel that persistence into something productive. Even traits you see as weaknesses can be turned into superpowers when applied correctly. The world tells you to grind endlessly, but the truth is that discipline becomes much easier when you're doing something you're naturally good at. Why? Because success creates momentum. It feels great to excel, and that dopamine hit makes you want to keep going. Win small, win often. Another key to outcompeting others is to start small. Many ambitious people fail because they set unrealistic goals and burn out quickly. But you can outlast them by setting goals so small that failure isn't even an option. Take the 10-minute rule. Instead of committing to hours of effort, promise yourself just 10 minutes of work. It sounds almost silly, but it works. Once you start, you'll often find it easier to keep going. And even if you stop, you've still made progress. This approach builds consistency, which is the real secret to success. Over time, those small wins add up. Consistency trumps intensity every single time. Don't fear failure. Learn from it. Most people are terrified of failing, but that fear is exactly what keeps them stuck. What if, instead, you saw failure as a learning opportunity? Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, and every failure was just another step closer to success. Here's the trick. After every failure, ask yourself why it happened and what you can do differently next time. This simple habit transforms setbacks into stepping stones. Instead of giving up like most people, you'll keep improving, and that persistence will set you apart. Focus on action, not perfection. One of the biggest traps is waiting for the perfect moment to start. Spoiler alert, it doesn't exist. The secret to getting ahead isn't perfection, it's action. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. And when you focus on progress rather than results, you'll feel motivated to keep going. Remember, you don't have to be good to start, but you have to start to get good. Outsmart instead of outwork. Here's a hack. Instead of doing everything yourself, focus on the 20% of tasks that bring 80% of the results. This is called the Pareto principle, and it's a lazy person's dream. Figure out what activities have the biggest impact and double down on those. For example, if you're trying to get ahead at work, focus on the tasks that are most visible to your boss or that directly contribute to your company's bottom line. Ignore the busy work that doesn't really matter. While your friends waste time on low-impact tasks, you'll be miles ahead. Play the long game. Most people quit at the first sign of discomfort, not you. While they're giving up, you're still in the game. The truth is, success often comes down to who sticks around the longest. By focusing on sustainable effort, rather than burning out trying to sprint to the finish line, you'll outlast everyone. The lazy person's formula for success. So, here's the game plan to definitively outcompete your friends, even if you're lazy. Lean into your strengths. Stop wasting time on things that don't come naturally to you. Start small. Build momentum with tiny, achievable goals. Embrace failure. Learn from every mistake and improve. Take action. Forget perfection and just get moving. Focus on impact. Prioritize tasks that create the most value. Be consistent. Keep showing up even when others quit. By following this formula, you don't have to work harder than everyone else. You just have to work smarter. Play to your strengths, stay consistent, and focus on progress. Before you know it, you'll be so far ahead that your friends won't even see you coming. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a motivational boost. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips to help you crush your goals. See you in the next video.